Dave got a regular background today. Ain't no brick wall. You in the
Nah, no brick
galaxy.
wall. The kids in my room.
Ah.
He doing that. He off world. You know what I'm saying? He
Oh,
off world this episode. You know.
I get that. It's definitely setting a tone for what we are about to discuss. So, gentlemen, are y'all ready to go to get started?
Eyes
Absolutely.
ready. Eyes ready.
All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast where we review movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I am Jason.
And we are back with our side quest review for Lanterns. Yes, we discussed we discussed episode 1 last week, and now we are discussing episode 2, Trustfall. And we brought in our brother Dave to join in on the conversation. But before we get into that, just want to let you guys know, please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review. Before we get into this episode, Dave, please let the people know where they can find you and plug any kind of shameless plugs that you got going on right now.
Yo. So, I'm on Brickwall Reviews, always on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that good stuff. Brickwall Anime is back as well, so make sure y'all check that out. In a little bit of a hiatus period right now, but we will be back. We got some cool stuff lined up, trying to get some stuff pumped out this week, but just rock with us over on YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. We got some good stuff coming up. That's all I can say.
That's good. That's good. Let the folks know I love that. So, Dave, I'm gonna start with you because since this is episode 2, how have you been enjoying this series so far? I know it's early, but just like the pacing and the story that's being told, how are you feeling so far without going in deep into too many details?
So just like I predicted, this is the episode where I got fully on board. I love everything that's going on so far. I've been excited about this series since it was announced because I feel like Green Lantern fans deserve something good that wasn't just the Ryan Reynolds movie. I'm enjoying it though. I love everything that's going on, and I can't wait to see how everything continues to unfold and what comes next. So I'm excited. I'm loving this.
Okay, that's good. Jason, you just reminded me that I definitely forgot to wear my green.
It's like I don't really, I'm not a St. Patty's Day guy. However, for the Green Lanterns, I'm making sure I keep the green on for these next 6 episodes after this. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure I keep it themed up. You know what I mean?
I feel like a failure, so I'm glad that you were able to show
Maybe you
up.
a Pink Lantern. I don't know what that is.
It's
Like,
red.
oh, Red Lantern. Okay,
I
it
don't
looks
know.
fuchsia, but Red Lantern. That's a thing. It's a thing. Red Lantern is a thing.
Oh, okay. They're not evil, are they?
I mean,
Damn it. God, never mind. I don't want to associate with them. You just set me up for failure. But so we start this episode off. We finally get to see, I guess, some training from Hal to John, training-ish. To try to train him how to fly. Jason, this opening scene and how it pretty much evolved into things getting created. What did you think about that and Hal's reaction to the specialness of John, which we kind of predicted last week? But it seems like Hal is starting to be like, I would say he's definitely John's biggest op. But what did you think about this scene?
He is John's biggest op currently. It's still that push and pull that John and Hal currently have, but just imagine being the celebrity, the all-star that was on the team. You were shining, you're great. Shit, you know what? I'm gonna go to Disney. Let's think about cars. You think about Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen was that dude. He's been that dude for the majority of our life. We've seen it. But when they started to update the cars become something different. He just ain't got it no more. That he was a special talent in his day, But now that it's a new day, it's time to pass that baton. You have to pass it around, and you start to see what these new guys are, how inventive that they can be. And we see, I mean, we seen John do a construct, we seen John do two things with the ring. One, he created the bubble wrap. We seen him, you seen him light Zoe's cigarette, but now he's created a bird, and this construct is held together without the ring. And my first tell that he was kind of bothered, he was just like, "What the fuck is that?" He was just like, because he didn't know what to say and what to do. He was like, "Hey, he never seen that. That's supposed to, why is it even still there, nigga? Like,
Right.
why is it there?" Like, it perturbed him when he's saying that, and I can see that. Like, I've been around, like I told the story here before. I used to work with a guy. Quick story. He sucked. He fucking sucked. Like, that nigga was trash. R.I.P. to my brother, but that nigga was trash at the job. However, he had something that I didn't. It was just that X factor, something I didn't have. And I admired him for that, but at the same time, he was trash. So it was just like, bruh, I got all the intangibles, but you have that X factor that I'm just missing. And that X factor right now is pushing you along. But when both meet, that's when you kind of see it. But yeah, I feel like that's what Hal is kind of like. He's just like, "Yeah, this motherfucker gifted. Like, fuck him. Like, get the fuck out of my face. And I got a job for you to do." Like, you know, you ever got small with your mom and she be like, "This motherfucker right. You're wrong. Go to your room. I don't care what you got."
Sent you on some errands of just like, just get out my face. I don't want you around me. I don't want you asking me no questions. Like, he just spazzed out on John. Dave, what was your reaction to this? Because like when I saw it, I was looking at Hal's face and I was just like, oh yeah, he hating. He was hating bad. Like, especially the fact that the ring was losing power. Like, it was going dead. Now I ain't gonna
Right.
lie, I wouldn't want to be a Green Lantern because I don't have no time for my powers to be like battery low. Like, no, I ain't trying to deal with that. But like I was just like, oh, Hal is over here hating. But Dave, like, what was your reaction when you saw that scene?
So honestly, it took me a little bit of a rewatch to actually see Hal's reaction to the bird because at first I just thought like I didn't think too much of it. But I thought it was cool that John was able to do that off rip, just like build his own construct like that, and then just keep it around the entire time. That was like I was still kind of like in disbelief that that was even happening. Like it still just wasn't fully registering to me that okay, he's actually just keeping this around because as we saw through the episode, it's just like that bird's just continuously there to where I even kind of had to ask, like, okay, is Hal just like fucking with him at this point and just has the bird there? Like, it took really until the end of the episode for me to be like, oh shoot, that really was him the entire time. But I thought it was dope. I thought it was really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he like it based on how his mood was, the bird kind of interacted with that as well.
Yes.
So like when he was I think when he got kidnapped, kind of moving ahead, but when he got kidnapped, the bird was fighting.
Yeah.
The people, it was poking them in their head, but considering whatever they are, I don't think they humans. Whatever the hell them people are, they was getting pecked. They was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. They was just holding them as they was taking the peckings across the head. I was like, man, hold on, that man bleeding from the head now. Like, no, they're not gonna stop. They ain't gonna even be like, oh, move, but they took care of the bird. Hell,
Yeah. I think they were aliens, like the one that was on the football field and the dude that pretty much made himself explode in episode 1. I think they were all
hmm
pretty much the same species. So I definitely signed them off as aliens. But Jason, I saw that same thing because I was just like, oh, the bird was definitely trying to help him. But this is like aliens, and like the blood was just dripping down. I was just like, oh, so he was just like swatting it. And I'm like, oh yeah, the bird not, you should have made it a hawk or something a little bit bigger, John. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. The little bird was cute though. It was cute.
I'm curious if later down the road we'll see where his constructs are coming from, like what's motivating him to make what is the willpower that's allowing him to make what he's making. When it happens, what is he thinking of when that happens, or they kind of go into that.
Mm.
But another thing that this made me think of was light skinned brother with a bird, but he kept it safe. Was Deep Blue Sea. It made me think of LL Cool J with the bird and the
Yes.
in the thing, but of course he couldn't keep his safe. But he definitely made sure John made sure his bird was protected at all times.
That's a very good connection there. shout out to you, Jason. Yeah, his bird, but L bird was talking too much shit. So I mean,
but it was green too. So that's what I think. It may have been green. I think it was a parrot. It may have been
yeah,
red
it
and
was.
green, but
I thought it was a white parrot that had. I mean,
maybe I don't know. But
yeah.
anyway, it was a bird. Black man had one. Big black man with a bird. Hey.
Big black man with a bird chronicles.
Fellas, get you a bird. Get you a bird. But so Hal pretty much sent John on this side quest, and while he's still in town, he's checking out and investigating the football field, and then he goes into town because he's obviously trying to get in contact with the sheriff. I thought this scene was funny as he's driving with John's car that's in his name, breaking the bumper, testing out the well, what I at the first thought was metal detector. They're alien detectors. So he was able to figure that out. And then when he tries to fly, and then his ring is power low, and he just completely falls on the ground. I said, see right there, you need a charge.
The alien told him it was low charge, and he hasn't charged it in so long. So how much charge do you really have to keep what I'm about to do afoot or whatnot? So he should have already been, gone and gotten his own lantern at that point. So,
but Hal, man, Hal seemed hard-headed as hell. And if an alien that you interrogating is over here like, don't you need to charge your ring?
It was pride. That was pride, though. That was pride. It was like, fuck you, ain't gonna take it's low for real. It's low for real.
Hal clearly went to the Ben Tennyson school of ignoring every sign that you need to recharge your device.
Nah, he the one with the gas tank pass. He was like, I know my car. I know my car. Like I know he done beat the ring up on the car. Somebody, it's good. It's good. I got some more energy. It's 5%. I can do a whole bunch of 5%. Yeah, all right.
But, Jason, what do you think we were able to see more about Hal's personality as he went into the town hall meeting and just pretty much interrupted and everything that he was disclosing to his lawyer?
I really don't. So Hal is just like he gives me like this new guy, like somebody that's new to the job, like they're very cocky, very arrogant, new to what they're doing. Like that's the energy that he gives, but he's been in it 30 years, 40 years, because it was in 96 was when they saw it. So he's been at this for 40 years. So 30 in the show, technically it's 2016. But so it's just like, I know what I'm doing. This is what's going on. I have a hunch. It's the whole thing, but it doesn't seem as if he works well with other people. Now, I think something has happened to him because he does feel a little bit jaded. Even from 2006 to 2016, something is different with him. Like I said, he said, I met your subconscious. It's nice. It ain't shit like you. So when he meets the one now, something has happened to the one we got that we're dealing with, or the one that we're seeing, that has made him seem or move in the way that he's been moving. So him coming into the town hall, it made a lot of sense, but it also made a lot of sense to keep him out of it because they don't really matter. He's not a part of the town. It's a town meeting. It has nothing to do with him. But I'm gonna ask y'all, how do y'all feel about, I guess I shoot this at you, Dave. They talking about the shooting just happened, and they trying to see if they should play the game the next Friday. Like, blood's still on the field. He just was literally out there. He left the field to come to this town hall meeting, and it's still blood on the field. What do you think about that, Dave?
That was an absolute lie. They were not talking about that football game. They were not talking about how to hold. They were lying. Like, I feel like they was talking about like getting him out of the town and it just whatever the ordeal that happened in the previous episode with the alien blowing up the building and stuff like that. I feel like that's what they were talking about. And if it's to be believed that the town people are not who they say they are, I think that might have been a point of conversation as well. And there's a lot that points to, and I don't want to dive too deep into theories, especially after like 2 episodes, but there's a lot that really
It's best to do that at the beginning, then to wait at the end. Shit, you know everything.
Yeah. The best
I mean,
theories are
look,
when you have the least amount of information.
So go ahead,
yeah,
shoot for it, brother.
I definitely think that the town is definitely all some type of alien, or they all know of aliens. Like it's one of the two. And the fact that they all were just like all gone from the town at that time, and all of them were in the town hall meeting, and immediately as soon as Hal Jordan walked in, everyone just shut up. It's like they were talking about getting him out of the town. They were talking about he has to go, he can't be here for whatever reason. I cannot wait to find out. But yeah, that they were lying. You're not talking about continuing a football game. They made that so obvious. And Hal's not stupid. So it's like Hal knew that they were talking about something else, which is why everything else that happened in the episode happened on Hal's end, because there's no trust in that town.
Okay, so what you think about that theory? I've been seeing it a lot where they think everybody is an alien. I don't think that. I think there are a lot of aliens there. I think there's something going on there, but I don't think everybody is aliens. But I think a lot of people, the majority probably, may be aliens.
Yeah.
Running from the Manhunters, maybe.
So I think now I'm not too familiar of the Manhunters because I was definitely gonna ask y'all, but I think the Manhunter is in this town, and I don't know, like, can Manhunters like what's can they, I guess, what's the word I'm trying to think of, to where it's not just one. You said
transform, or
no, can they multiply? Can they smash somebody else and then you got little baby Manhunters running around?
Oh, you mean creating through other people?
Yeah, I guess, to where it's just not one.
I'm not that up on the
Okay.
lore to know if that's, but for me, you have, like, in the country, you got the white Martians, and you have
the green ones, right?
You have the green ones. But the white ones are killing the green ones. So the green ones ran, and typically they end up, yes.
So the white ones is killing the green ones.
Yeah,
white ones are killing the Martians of color.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So they flee, but they end up fleeing to Earth, just for like a refugee type of thing. Like they, looking for some kind of salvation. And typically, you have one that's, knocking them all off. And that's, like Martian Manhunter, that's typically what he ends up doing. Like he ends up being the person that stays here in human form, of course, trying to make sure there aren't no threats that's happening, that's going on. And that's typically but they normally be whooping his ass though, whenever it does.
He's not a top 5 that gets things done, but it's good that he's there.
He's good in his stories. He's good in his stories. Absolute Manhunter is cooking, in my personal opinion.
Lord. But so regarding the theory, I think it's probably multiple Manhunters if they're able to reproduce. But if they're not able to reproduce, then I think it's just one that probably has control over a majority of the people. But I don't think it's a whole town full of aliens. I think it's probably sprinkled in, like you said, Jason, because if you got a whole town full of aliens, but you also have alien detectors. Well, I mean, with the Manhunters, the detectors wouldn't go off for them anyway.
So the detector would probably get the people that they trying to get out, root out the people that they want from the actual town. But then the other thing we talked about was if Hal is really dead. Now, based on the gentleman's previous work, he shouldn't be. I mean, he should be. He should be. That should be the end. He's one of the people that he wrote Lost as well. So his thing was, if you see the person on the screen dead, that's it. There is no more of them. That's the end of that character. However, if they die off screen, at any point they can come back. That's his logic with the extra story. But I was going to go back to, I think somebody said, well, we don't think that aliens could be one thing when they die, they'll turn back into their form. That's not true, because we see the aliens were still in their human forms, dead, as Hal picked them up and drug them around the city inside the car. So theory number 2 in that story, Hal may still be alive and he could be trapped somewhere, and they could have just been an alien to to throw him off or whatever, whatever it could be. But
Do you think the alien took his ring?
I think that I think an alien took the ring.
Because he didn't
No,
have it.
I think a lantern has the ring.
Yeah, I think it definitely went to Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I think he's the one. I think the ring that he had in the movie. I think
Oh,
that's where he got it from.
okay.
Because it did. So, oh shoot, I was gonna say. I know we mentioned last time. Superman came in '95. Superman came to Earth in '95. He was a baby.
Okay.
And he became Superman like in 2000, like two. Well, he came out to the people as Superman like in 2023. So all this is happening at the same exact time. I want to just make sure I go through that
Okay.
timeline as well.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, because I was definitely curious about that. Oh, interesting, y'all. Interesting. So Dave, you said you think that they were pretty much lying when he walked into the door. So does that
Yeah.
mean Kerry is involved with all of this? So Jason, you shaking your head to where, I mean, for her to switch up when Hal came in, she got to know something.
I don't. So now that's Dave theory. Now for me, we have a meeting going, and everybody is supposed to be here. So anybody coming through that door is who is that? It shouldn't be. So we just had a shooting with aliens at the school. Who are the people that's coming inside the building now? What's about to happen? That's where I was more so looking at that. And they said we do get some revelations with Kerry in this episode. So I don't think Kerry, the only person right now that's on the number one suspect list, which is super of a red herring, is Zoe Macon. She is something. I don't know what she is, but Zoe is something. That mother MF would just be popping up like Ghostface at any time. It don't matter what's going. It don't matter what's happening.
Small question, and maybe I was not paying attention enough. That's not the same actress that played her in the first episode, is it?
It is.
Because she looked completely different when I saw her.
Yeah, she looked a bit more dialed up in episode 1. This episode, I think she was just like a bit down. Not down, but she wasn't, not dialed up as far as in this episode. But yeah, that was definitely her. That was definitely her.
Okay. I thought it was a white woman in the first episode, and I was like, she's very brown.
Yeah, she was. I enjoyed the conversation when they were talking about white men. Hilarious.
Yes. She was like, "Where's your white man at? You dealing with him because he got this white savior complex." I also enjoyed that conversation because I did see conversations of people kind of upset of like, "Oh, he over here smashing this white woman," and then I saw people on Twitter respond like, "Y'all do know she not white, right?"
Yeah, I was in that camp of people. I guess.
It's okay,
she
Dave.
She didn't even look. I mean, she don't even look white to me, but I get it. I mean, I guess
Nah, that threw me off in this episode. I was like, wait a minute.
Dave was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah, that's what
they giving John a different woman every episode.
No, is this
damn Daniel? Hold on, damn boy.
Is that Bruce? Is that Bruce?
Like, so y'all like different relationships. Like, damn, John, you get around, huh? Pineapples on the door on the cruise ship, huh?
Hey, that's great. We see what's gonna happen to his Greenland if he ain't careful. God doggone it.
Listen, I saw the picture that I have in my background for anybody that's watching the YouTube. Somebody said, "This man don't never learn. Like, why is you out sitting with this chick? You know she got a whole husband." But he did tell her, "If you would have told me that you was married, I would not have slept with you." And sis came out, "Well, I'm glad I didn't tell you." I said, "Ooh,
yeah,
you crazy."
You gotta be careful with them types. You gotta be careful with them types. Yeah, no.
But his ego was like, "Oh shit, okay, well, I see how she get down there." That's probably what he was thinking about.
He said,
right,
he had to wait. I'm Mufasa.
Zoe, I get it. You see somebody like that in the bar and he lit your cigarette? You tell your husband you go on vacations all the time.
Look, she said she would get enough give back on the cool. He said he been doing that. Like he got a little white blonde bimbo. So It is what it is.
But I agree with you. I don't trust her either. I definitely think she's up to something. Because she was just like, it's a small town. We were bound to bump into each other. Yeah, all right, so okay.
Like not at the public, not at the, it's just every time she just you just right there, huh?
She said my booth is kind of, the other side is a little warm or a little cool. He said, I'm cool. I'm just trying to think about my day. And he said, I mean, let me go over there and see what she's talking about. She gonna catch
some. For round 2.
You said what, Dave?
So he'd have went for round 2.
Yeah,
for sure.
He is already in the process of getting round 2 set up. She knows what motel he's in.
Yeah. He said, shut up, Hal, shut up. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. But I think this episode did, like I said, I think the first 2 episodes do a great job with giving you the mystery, but then explaining a lot, but also while giving you more things to linger for later. Because in the previous, as he did the interrogation scene, he was asking a lot of questions. But if you go in his house, he has a relationship with Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione. He has a relationship with Barack Obama. So of course he was asking questions based on stuff that he actually knew and he knows about. Like it was just but the way Waylon was also answering the questions did give Alien, because he was like giving like random like Snapple, like, bro, you ain't just keeping them type of facts on top of your head. But when I ask these questions here, you can't answer it. All right, sure.
Yeah. What'd you think about his house?
That man house is laid out. Yeah. Like I was curious who he got it from, or what, how he got, because I was like, God, dog, this is nice. John was just like, I mean, you ain't got a bed in here, bro. Like, no, you got no furniture in here.
Yeah.
It's like, man, look, it is what it is. I don't, I just be out. I'd be out. I don't be over there.
Freezer full of food to feed Earl. Which,
Audrey.
Right, like Little Shop of Horror. But so this plant species has to come from somewhere in the comic books. It has to. Are y'all familiar at all?
I wasn't even expecting it to be a plant. I don't know what I was expecting it to be. I was thinking a tiger. I was thinking like some type of other species, or like a cameo from like something that that's embedded in like DC lore, very well known. But this plant, I've never really, I don't know. That's something very new to me. That's something that, at some point, if I don't get an answer, I might just dig into that. Yeah. That was a very interesting turn right there.
I think one thing I do want to throw out there though is it's been out there for today. Is that one of the writers was Vanessa Baden Kelly, which I know her originally from Gullah Gullah Island. She was a little girl on Gullah Gullah Island, but she ended up being Keenan's sister on Keenan and Kel. So she co-wrote this episode, but she's also an EP for the actual show. Now on her page, I had went to it and she had posted and she said the plant is Earl Deshaun Green is what she calls it.
Deshaun,
not Deshaun.
Yes.
So that was just a little funny tidbit with the little plant. But I definitely, it instantly went to Rick Moranis. So I was like, man, like the little plant from that movie,
Little Shop of Horror.
Little Shop of Horror. I've never actually seen it, but I am familiar with that plant though.
Le gasp.
Audrey too. I would say check it out. Little Shop of Horror is hilarious. But it was funny how like John was talking to it. He was like, "Hi, Earl. Let me just feed you. Don't eat my bird." I'm trying to give you this meat.
That's what made me think of LL Cool J.
Okay, you ate my bird, and he threw the thing.
One thing I realized about John, and it's very subtle that they do it. It's like every time he starts to explain a part of his life or his upbringing, he immediately gets interrupted by something, or like somebody loses interest. Like when he was first telling the boy in the first episode about his experiences with like playing catch, he immediately got interrupted.
Yeah, with the boy.
And Noah. This one here, talking about talking to the plant about how he used to like hamburgers. immediately interrupted by just the plant being the plant.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's very interesting. And then kind of knowing, because I saw what the preview for what's coming next. It's interesting that they set those things up to make you think about it, and then knowing what's gonna happen next, and the direction they're going with the next one. It's like, oh, okay, so kind of helps put pieces together.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like I didn't even notice that. But now like moving forward, I'm gonna definitely keep an eye out that, because I would say like I think this show so far has been doing a great job with giving us a lot of things without showing us those things. Because like last week when we were when he was jumping out the car and then he did the bubble wrap, we didn't see that, but we saw his reaction after the fact. And then on this one, when the aliens were showing him the Manhunters, we just saw his reaction in that. And it was like he was just all tore up. And I was just like, well, I want to see, but then I was just like, but maybe I don't want to see. Like I like how they're just showing me his reaction. Then even after seeing it, he was just like, shit. To where he started to get into a space of, I don't know if I can fully trust Hal, you know, because I was just like, damn. So that's
I think they are building that that disconnect between the two.
Yeah.
But it's more so, well, no, it's how they both go about different things. Hal knows that John is about chain of command. He's trying to communicate. He's trying to talk to him. Hal just keeps trying to shush him away, send him away, and just, this is mine. You got to earn it over my dead body type of thing. But one thing I think this episode does do, at least in my personal opinion, is it does give John a suspect tag now as one of the people that could have possibly knocked off Hal in the end, because a lot of stuff he did this episode, from the first episode, remember his pops told him, don't get off tip. Like, don't, that's what they do. We, as black men, but we aren't, regular citizens, can't act or react in that way. And he kept his cool the entire first episode. Episode 2, he was going off. He was getting mad. He threw the water in his face. He snapped out. Especially got super mad once he talked to Anton and he went back and he talked to Hal again. And he was just running everything. Well, first he said in that car. That pissed him off. Then he told him about the Manhunters, and then Hal didn't know what that was. But then he told him that Anton told him he did something impossible, which was construct something and you didn't have the ring, and it, and he was just like, and for me, I feel like he would have gave me a hoorah, but you never said another fucking thing to me. And he was like, hoorah. It was just like, I mean, shit. I guess so, nigga. You're right. Like, in there. But so for me, it put him on the suspect list as well as somebody that could have possibly hurt or did something to Hal. I mean, I don't, more than likely not, but you never know. I just read Spider Noir, and he the one that killed Gwen Stacy's dad, and that's what the book about. And you found out that out in the first book. But you never know. You never know.
I mean, you gave a lot of reasons as to what would push John over the edge of going ahead and killing Hal. Because, like, what you mean you just gonna act like I gotta hear from an alien that me being able to construct a bird, a living creature, not even having the ring on me, going this distances, to be like, that's very powerful and rare. But the person training me is like, I'll take that bird with you and make sure you don't die. Like, Hal is a hater. Hal was such a hater in this episode. And like, even with him and Kerry, when they went to the ranch, she told him, follow me, let me do the talking. Yeah. Soon as he get out the car, he over here talking all this shit. I'm like, dude, that's her family. That's her father-in-law. Even though it don't seem like she really trying to cross paths with him like that. But she's the sheriff of that town.
She don't fool with them folk, man.
I know she don't, but she's still the sheriff of the town. Like, she worked there. You fucking up my position. Yeah. And like, this is where I live at. Like, I'm not trying to make this area Gotham. I lived through that, and we all know.
We went through that. I ain't got to go through it again.
She said,
there's a theory about her, too, in terms of just from her coming from Gotham, her having dealt with stuff like that before. There's a theory that she might be Batwoman. And that her name is an alias. I like that theory, too, because in the spirit of fleshing out an entire universe,
that's the way you do it.
That's
That's how
that's
you
dope. Like,
yeah, because I love like the concept of the people versus Gorilla Grodd. That the concept of that show is very fire.
amazing.
But I'm gonna go back, stick with this. So in the previous episode, she was on the phone and she said something about Barb. I didn't. That was like a throwaway line to me. It's just like, who cares? That's just a person.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you think in DC, Barbara, you just seen, who she was in Cape Crusader. Go check that episode out now. But in this one, she says she comes from Gotham, and then that's what made her go to a small town. So you'd be curious, like she said, she left on a whim. A whim of what? Could it have been? It could have been a task that Bruce would have sent her on, or was it a thing she got ran out of Gotham? Could it have been a situation where like kind of like with Dick Grayson leaving Gotham, him doing his own thing in Bloodhaven, or was it a thing of her going to go do her own thing? I feel like that's a great way to do some story building. But one thing they also in here was the lantern, the pocket dimension thing. I don't know, Jazz, if you watched it. I do that you may have, but Peacemaker. I think that's what was introduced. It was introduced in Peacemaker, the pocket dimensions, that they have, because that's where he puts all his weapons and gear. Like, you think of it like a video game. He creates a pocket. His father was created a pocket dimension. He just had it. And you go into it, and that's where you pull all the weapons out of the pocket dimension. And Lex Luthor had a version of the pocket dimension in Superman as well, for the people that maybe not have watched the TV show. But
yeah, and I didn't even connect those dots to Peacemaker with the pocket dimension until you just said something. So, like, again, expert level world building when you really break it down. Like, but I think that the lantern being in that pocket dimension was actually one of the best ways to just have that stored up, because why would it just be sitting in a case in a closet? Why would it just be sitting on the floor somewhere, or whatever the case may be? No, it's in the pocket dimension, and you got to reach for it. Like,
well, it is Hal, so you never know with him. But he was responsible. Well, it seems as if he's responsible with the Green Lantern position, in my personal opinion. It does seem like he's responsible with it. Now, just how he go about figuring shit out is just ragtag. Thank you, man. He's just gonna go figure it out. Bang, bang, shoot him up, type of guy. But even Hal, not Hal, but John was in the mirror. You ever see John? He put the suit up to his neck.
I was gonna ask y'all, like,
how so excited about that?
How did that scene make y'all feel? Because for me, because he was like, "Do you want me to bring the suit? Unless you're gonna teach me how to piss in it, then ain't no point in me bringing the suit." And he just put it up to himself. I said, "I mean, you looking good, John, with the suit on, man. Go ahead, strip, just try it on real quick. You ain't in no rush. But I'm glad that he took it. I'm glad that he definitely brought the suit with him. And like seeing the lantern, I was just like, oh shit. It had me smiling. I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
it did because he has such reverence for the role. Like he does feel as if he's super prepared for it, which clearly he's not. But I think they got a training school. I found out they actually do go get taught by the Guardians though. Like it ain't no the person on the side teaching you. But yeah, I think he definitely is ready for the role. Like he feels and seems as if he's been training for it for quite some time.
Ever since he was a kid, you saw his daddy shooting apples on top of his head.
Oh yeah, he's beyond ready.
Yes. Like he is working, he's doing stuff that's rare, that's like showing his powerful, all of that. John is the one. He's him. He is definitely him. What did y'all think about this chase scene in the street when he got snatched up by those aliens? Like I was just thinking Rebel Ridge. Look, give me Aaron Pierre running in anything. Running to the store, running across the street.
Oh God.
That man has a really good run. I am appreciating his run. Like he could be a secret agent.
He got the type of run that I don't want to be chased by him, nor do I want to run next to him. Like if he's running, I'm just walking at that point. Like he does. I gotta agree with you. He does have him and Tom Cruise got real good runs.
They work on it. They work on them strides. But
It's that good form.
yeah, they got the great form. Great form. But I enjoyed the scene because the transitions in this episode, I felt like they was very well executed because when he gets shot, he passes out and he wakes up inside the van. So then soon as he gets up in the van, he just like gets to fight and he like, damn, I'm back on my feet. Bet we got to get up out of here. And they fall out the back of the van. And then you see them running. I'm like, man, he like go. I'm like, bro, jump to the other side. Like he just running straight. And it's the biggest pet peeve I have is when people are running and they look back. What are you looking back for? It doesn't matter if you can't hear them. If you can't hear it, just keep going. He looked back and he turns back around and he gets sideswiped by a van. Like I'm like, bro, come on, fam. You knew better. You shouldn't have been out there doing that.
Remember,
it caught me off guard when the dude chasing him just like jumped over a car.
Yeah,
that's when I was like, oh no, that's not normal. Like, I was like, that's not normal. It's not normal. Like,
he is running from an alien on top of still thinking about the bird. So he got a lot on his mind, Jason.
Yeah.
No, right?
He does.
Gotta keep my form. Gotta get away. Gotta keep the bird alive.
Let
me look back. Oh shit! He fumbled.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? It made me think of just seen Spider-Man Brand New Day. Go check that out too. When he fell off the building fighting Hulk trying to grab the inhibitor.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of slipped out of his hand. He had to hurry up and grab it real quick. That's what it kind of reminded me of when he died for the bird. He had to catch the bird as he was falling. He jumped over the car. He leaped over the car to grab the bird. I think that was super dope. But so, man, I think they're doing well with the action sequences that they are doing in these episodes.
This is the second episode where he's running. Yeah. Last week he was running after somebody. This week he's running away from somebody. So
just wait till he starts flying.
Right. I'll make his takeoff gonna be crazy.
Don't let him get a running start, man. I'd hate to be whoever he's flying after. Shit.
Yeah. But like when they was on the ranch talking to what's my guy name? Not my guy. Yeah, that villain.
Yeah.
They say he seems like he's gonna be one of your favorite characters later on as the season goes, because you like villains.
I do.
So
I do. I don't hate Will. He is. So my question is, who do y'all think is backing him? Like, who do y'all think is it? Y'all think it's Lex?
No. It's not Lex.
It's not Lex. You think somebody? You think you got somebody else?
Yeah. So again, and me just looking at different theories and ideas people have, especially when it comes to him being backed, my wish list, right? Top of my wish list of people backing him is Vandal Savage. I will flip over my couch if it is Vandal Savage backing him, because that's such a Vandal Savage thing to do. Like give them the technology to hunt the aliens, let them know about the threat, fund them, and say, don't you dare say it's me either.
Yeah,
like that's that's Vandal Savage all over. But if it's not him, I think maybe that. And I had the name in my head just now.
Maxwell. Yeah, Maxwell Lord too.
I can deal with that. I can accept that. I can accept that because Maxwell Lord has the few times that you've seen him, he is a very slimy type of person, and you can tell. Played expertly by Sean Gunn too. Like
that's how I'm gonna say he played by James' brother. You're gonna keep him in a role too. So why not?
Right. James gonna keep his people.
And you know what? Well, I don't know. It'll be interesting because he is finding. Well, it's 2016 because he financing the whoever the gang is right now, whatever they call themselves, Justice Gang.
Oh, Justice Gang.
Yeah, he's funding them currently, so it could be possibly.
I don't know.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to tell who's at the top, but like I honestly and truthfully, like I feel like it's got to be Vandal Savage. Like Like, because I don't really see who else could, and probably because I'm blanking on names right now, but I don't really see who else would have that type of interest to give humans that technology and embed in them that type of fear that's just like, hey, listen, like, y'all gotta, unless it's Sinestro on some like, I'm running this shit from jail type of shit, but like,
Yeah,
to which,
I know.
kudos, but like,
I know telling. Cause they say whatever it is, they do say whatever ends up happening is it's a grander play. It's not just it has a huge implication over the entire DCU. Whatever it ends up happening, it's a larger thing here at play. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up going. But the other thing I was going to say, as far as with the aliens being all the town people being aliens, Hal was the only person that had signed in at the hospital. And like there was nobody else that had wrote, and then the stuff in the hospital was all new as well. Like there was a whole bunch of just new equipment, like equipment had just been taken out, not even used. So like how long had that stuff been there?
Right.
In the town.
Could it be nobody has any health insurance?
Jazz. Not a single person. Not a single person.
It's still 2016 though, Jazz. People had health insurance.
No, they took it. They took it. Oh, 16. Nope. They still got it. Obamacare is still in
2016. Yeah.
Then the other thing was, how is Kerry the only cop? You don't never see no other cops except the one cop that was helping her at the
talking to John.
They were talking crazy to John, like, why you here, bro? We don't need you. Like, what are cops? That's the other thing. Like, it's like a ghost town for real.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like any medical staff at the hospital either. I feel like they were the only two people walking around. It was in Haddonfield.
Jazz. Then she up in there reading the book. Like, baby, who's protecting the city? If something, y'all got aliens in town.
No, they don't. Not no more, because they got shot. So they good. You got a whole militia in town. Low key, she don't really got to do that much.
She just in there solving crimes.
She said, I need a break. Ain't nobody gonna find me by his bedside. Okay, so I got a question. Do y'all think there's something possible?
It was.
Okay, because I'm just sitting here like, is there like a flirtatious connection between y'all?
Oh, absolutely.
Nah, the whole when he said honey, he was like, I'm talking to my husband.
Like, how you answer? She not talking to you. Even if y'all did have an affair going on, you making it very noticeable. Zoe would never.
He looked at Jason like,
I'm just like, what is going on? But see, it seems like the Lanterns are just going after married women.
Well, he's not trying. Hal is, because she told him her marriage is rocky. Like, why would you tell a man that?
Listen, she was
just throw that information.
She was having a conversation of like, look, you making my life a little more reckless than it is. My marriage already rocky. Like, just calm it down. She was just saying it not to. So
your marriage rocky is what you're saying.
The fact that he focused on just that phrase out of everything that she said.
I mean, that's a big piece of information to just throw at me. Which you need some stress relief right now.
Dave,
don't tell me nothing about your relationship. Your relationship is great. Your relationship should be great. One of y'all
are lanterns. That is why neither one of y'all are lanterns, because y'all over here picking and choosing what you want to hear. She was just like, follow what I'm trying to tell you, because the people have my respect. You about to fuck up my stuff. My marriage already rocky. Like, I need stuff to be smooth because it just feels like everything is going to explode. And all he heard was, so your marriage is rocky. Not the fact of like all chaos. It just seems like it's just so much stuff happening in the town that's not good. He just went to the marriage. Like, how? I see you.
That could be important information though, because like, why is your marriage rocky? Like how rocky we talking? Like, what happened? What got you to this point?
How can I help y'all?
Right, how can I help you, the town, and maybe possibly your divorce process?
Like what's
divorce process? She didn't even say she's getting a divorce.
It feels like
he got a hunch. He's
He
like, oh, I
got a
got a
hunch.
hunch.
It's in
It's
my
my gut
stomach.
feeling. My
It's
gut's never wrong.
It's never wrong. Never. I can see it in your eyes. The house ain't good.
Because that also makes me think if I go back to episode 1 when she found the body, like how upset did she look when she
What
told
about
John when they found Hal's body?
Oh, how upset did she look?
How upset?
Oh, you mean
Or was
how
it just
sad did she?
cold?
Well he cried. So I don't know how she felt. Ain't
That's
no
what I'm
telling. But
saying.
she had been, but then again, she had been with the body for some time too. So like
I don't think she did anything with that frozen ass. I don't think she did anything with
You had
that.
to make sure it was still.
I'm
You
not
know.
know what I'm saying like she seen the body and she was just like, she was able to sit with it. She said she was in the car, she ain't called the husband or nothing. She in the car sitting, waiting.
The husband hates Hal. They shot him in the shoulder, which he was just like, can they do that? She said they absolutely can do that. You were on his
You're
private
trespassing.
property.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? He said
He
they
gonna
shot me.
he gonna
Yeah.
that was funny too. He got shot. As soon as he got shot, he was in the hospital. He said, "Wait," he said, "He shot me." Yes, yes, he was gonna shoot you, bro. What you thought he was playing?
I
I'm
feel
just
like
like,
that definitely changed him. Like from that point on, like, all right, I fucked around and found out. Hold on
exactly.
now, John. Like,
Especially when your ring ain't charged up. Like you over
right.
here talking big shit and your ring is on 2%.
Yeah,
Nah, the
gotta
ring
love the
dead.
arrogance of the lanterns sometimes.
I'm just saying.
So, what was your interpretation in how he said the oath as he has to charge his ring? What did you think of that?
I thought it kind of reminded me of like when a toxic nigga is whispering sweet lovings in your ear. It seemed like he
What?
was whispering sweet lovings in the ear of the lantern. But since no, but seriously, like I was like when I saw that, I was like, does he have to say the oath every time it charges?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's just, I mean, he just said it was like, all right, bet, cool, boom. I got my powers like I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine if you need a recharge, but you're unable to say the words to where like something could have your mouth covered, then it just you don't get your powers.
It's over with.
Oh, now I see
Yeah, yeah.
how
I mean, your will. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about your will, though. At the very, very end of the day.
who
So his will may be able to overpower whatever may be happening, but it is about his will.
who was it from? It was Apocalypse. Wasn't it Apocalypse and Apocalyptic? The movie where he killed all the lanterns on their planet, the animated movie.
Ooh, wouldn't be able to answer that one.
Oh,
I want to say it might have been that one.
I feel like it was. I'll look it up because he just killed a bunch of fucking lanterns on their island on a planet because I think it was John Stewart that was trying to get the power from the giant lantern that was on the planet, and he just said blew all that shit up.
I have seen that though. Now that you say that he blew it up. Yeah, that sounds like it.
Justice League.
Which
Yeah, it was Justice League Apocalypse.
Always good for getting blown up, but like,
yeah, it was Justice League Dark Apocalyptic War.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, now So I didn't know if it was like he was shame or is it like he's kind of done with the whole Green Lantern part of it, or is it just he don't trust it because he hasn't been fulfilling his duties. He don't do his check-ins no more. He not wearing the suit no more. So it's like what there's something that has happened that it seems to have made him be jaded in how he does everything.
He always. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say I just took it as he's just charging the lantern up. Like, all right, I got my thing back. All right, then bright day and dark night. You try to save on site. Like, let's get this thing charged up because we got work to do. I didn't look too deep into it. It was like I still can't look that deep into it because it's like.
I mean, but
was he supposed to stand up and just like do like the whole heroic and brightest day? Like,
I would have been sick.
It's the middle of the night. Shut
up. If he did that, I'd have been like, sit your ass down. You just got finished drinking a beer. And did his arm heal? Like, is his shoulder like healed now that he got it?
I don't know. Maybe that's a good question. I don't know.
Because he did throw that sling off like it was nothing.
Yeah, he was just like, all right, oof. And then he just flew away. So I was just like, if you just got shot with a rifle in the shoulder,
maybe the ring put a shield over him or something, you know?
possibly. Yeah.
Maybe the one non-existent doctor really did a good number on him with that anesthesia.
Oh shit! You never know. You never know. Swapped out the house.
Stop. Nah. So it's just a Hal in the freezer just chilling where the aliens were.
Man, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling.
But then he put the suit on before he left.
Did.
He's so fake. He is
I
so
mean,
fake.
for him, it was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I got it. But then maybe for him, he had to, with having it, it was like, all right, I got it. But then what he was about to go do, maybe putting the suit on makes Sinestro feel away, you know? Like, he see me in this position, you know, you look like you got to look up to me, and essentially.
So if John never brought the suit home or brought the suit to Hal, you think Hal would have went back to his house and got the suit and then made his way?
There's no telling. There's no telling. With him being able to charge it, possibly, he probably would have went back home and got it. But ain't no telling. I don't know.
Nigga just flying around. It's like, what's that in the air? Oh, that's Lantern again. Just flying around.
He's been doing it long enough. They know that nigga.
Is that a shooting star? Hell no, that's Hal whole ass. Oh yeah.
What he doing flying up around anyway?
Right. But what did y'all think about this last scene in the episode?
Sinestro got he has the knowledge. He seems to have the information that's going to be needed. I'm curious in what ends up happening with him. Like, does he get out? Like, does he break away? You know, how intricate is he involved in this story? It'll be interesting to see. I didn't watch the next episode thing, so I'm not sure. Like, he probably just like that conversation. It could have turned into a conversation in the next episode, but yeah, I'm not sure. But I enjoyed the character, even them having just like pink skin, as opposed to doing like a CGI type of thing. I think that's a great way to do that character as well.
Okay. What about you, Dave?
My only gripe is, I mean, Sinestro did look kind of like old and like out of shape, but that's like a nitpick, you know. But other than that, I think that I didn't expect that payoff to happen in the same episode, because he did, you know, they did mention he was talking about Sinestro and everything like that while he was knocked out.
His sleep.
And that's something that, like, all right, maybe like 2 episodes from now, they'll show Sinestro, or maybe they'll show him going up there, but they won't show him until the next episode or 2 episodes later. But the fact that they showed him and you can still see that relationship, because it was, you know, Sinestro was like pretty much a mentor to Hal, you know, before he turned. And seeing that they still have that type of rocky relationship, and even seeing how like you guys mentioned, with him pulling up with the suit, I do think that was a power play, because it's like, I'm still wearing this suit, I still have authority, I'm still in charge somewhere. But you can even see just in Sinestro's response, like, oh yeah, Manhunters, oh, I see you finally found out about that, but tell me about your boy, what was going on with that? So it's just like, okay, you know something, I know something, and it's kind of like you could tell they still have some type of check-in system, to where they know what's going on with each other. At least Sinestro knows what's going on with Hal, and for him to, you can really just tell that I'm only here because I need this information. It conveys so much in such little time, and I really do like that, because now it tells me that, okay, Sinestro doesn't have to be a menacing threat, but he can be that type of push for Hal to be wherever he is and do the things that, like, I don't know, it opens up a lot of doors, is what I'm trying to say. TLDR. So
okay. So did y'all know that Sinestro was going to be in this series prior to him showing up in this episode?
I think I did.
I did. He was in one of the last trailers for the show.
Okay.
So I did.
Okay. And how did he know about John?
If he was truly chosen by the Guardians, that conversation could have been had, like being had years ago. I feel like a lot of this stuff is going to be explained. That's why I was like, I think this show does a great job leaving you with questions, answering
Mm-hmm.
them, but then also leaving more for you to like, dang, so how do they know what's going on? But I feel like if the Guardian shows him, that's why he would know because he trained Hal. Now, when did it flip? Whenever it switched, I feel like that has to be explained too. Like when did Sinestro go off the deep end, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting in seeing where they go with the story that way too.
Okay. I was just curious about those two things because like their rapport was very entertaining to me. Because he was
Mm-hmm.
just like, tell me what you need, or tell me about the Manhunters. He said, well, hello to you. How are you doing? That's how I respond to people that text me without saying hello. I'd be like, well, hey, I'm good. How you doing? Then he was
Definitely.
like, hi, Sinestro. How are you doing? Tell me about the fucking Manhunters. And he was just like, they're going to be the second most dangerous thing that you go up against. So now I have another question. Who's the first or what
Yeah.
is the first?
Him.
Oh, so he just like he locked up over here, but I'm the biggest one, but they behind me.
Possibly. I feel like he was talking about himself. It could be something else. You got a different theory with that one, Dave?
I think Parallax. From the very little I know about the Green Lanterns, I know Parallax is the Yellow Lanterns. I think the embodiment of fear, which is what the Yellow Lanterns are. Um, I think that might be it because the only thing that can really combat willpower and a strong will is being afraid of something, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of why I really like that they're showing that John was raised to not be afraid.
Mm.
But one of the themes that's kind of being woven through the show in these two episodes so far is this idea of fear. It's very subtle, but I think to people who actually let me throw a couple shots here to people who can enjoy this and be true Green Lantern fans and see how and understand how fear has always been one of the biggest things that the lanterns go up against. You can see that being woven and being kind of those seeds being planted. So yeah, I definitely think that the fear is the first thing. It could also be Sinestro too. Like that could very well be Sinestro saying, "Yeah, will whoop your ass one day. Like, let me get from behind these intergalactic bars, these hands." Like,
Okay. Because I was definitely curious about that because, like I said, and I feel like as we going through the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna ask a lot more questions about Lantern because I don't know it. So I'm watching it like with, oh, what is this supposed to mean? What is this lore and all of that other kind of stuff. So I'm pretty much learning about it as we're watching. But
yeah,
I'm definitely enjoying it because I'm a Marvel gang and Gotham Bruce gang. So Lantern, I'm like, okay, learning as we going on. So, but was there any other scenes that y'all wanted to discuss from this episode?
Mm. I'm curious who Anton really is. Is he because he may be somebody that's really playing them. Like he could be boy playing John. Or to create that rift between him and Hal. So I'm curious what his real goal is, because yes, he could have imprinted his mind to understand what a manhunter is, but he could be somebody even more furious than what they think the manhunters really are.
right. And you mentioned the white manhunters, which is that's a crazy sentence, right? But you mentioned the white manhunters, and I had completely forgot about that part of the manhunter lore. Uh, I do think that this could be one of those things that is a bait and switch on all ends, where though there could be a bunch of the white man hunters that's going around trying and getting ready to do that genocide or that massive destruction that they showed John, but it could be like a reverse role because the Green Man Hunters they are not known to be violent. And one of the most prominent Green Manhunters that we know of is Martian Manhunter himself. Um, I 100% believe he's showing up in this show. I 100% 100% believe that the Justice League's Martian Manhunter is going to be in this series.
Yeah, I think yes, I said that too. I think this is going to introduce that character
100%. And I think that the white Martian Manhunters are there's a gap. Obviously, and we're still very early on in the show, but there is a gap that chunk of information that's needed to kind of really fully dive into that. But I do think that this might be just a damn it, there's no other way to say this, a color war or a race war, if you would. Like, this could just
I mean, technically that's what this, I mean, that's what it, I mean, in a sense, that's what it started with. Superman was an alien and he was sent to conquer, and Lex don't like that. So it just kind of, it sticks with that theme a little bit, like, aliens coming to Earth and people not liking, what's going on, what they're doing. Just like in his movie, it was the whole thing where they was overseas having to stop, and Guy Gardner pulled up and helped prevent that war from happening. And Superman was fighting across the, stuck in the other galaxies. So it's just, I feel like all this stuff is going to tie back, within the actual story, but it makes sense in the story too, or even in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense.
Yes, that's definitely a plot point I'm looking forward to seeing. Like I said, especially after seeing the different types of, or remembering that there's two different types of Manhunters, I would like to see if that's the direction they're going to go with it, to where it's just like one is blatantly trying to destroy the world, but is playing like, oh, we're the innocent ones. Because why, if you're all about peace, why give him just 48 hours?
Right.
Or I'm going to go in there and just start blowing shit up. That don't sound like somebody who wants to be discreet and have a peaceful resolution to this. That sounds like somebody that's ready to pull the trigger.
I mean, they said we've been looking for them. We know where they at. You got 48 hours to do what you need to do, or we're gonna come in there and do what we need to do, which also increases the stakes as well. So right. I'm just like, which is why Hal was like, what they say, why they say it to you? Like, he's just like, why they ain't come to me? Because they don't trust you. So it's just, which I feel like kind of added to a bit of jealousy he probably already has for John, to where it's like, okay, they're coming to you with this information and not me. And I've been in the game for 30 years. So now he got to go to his enemy whose name he's saying while he's asleep, and like to ask for help. So Hal is going to be fighting demons internally and externally. I think in the next episode for sure. But I also didn't watch the teaser for next week, because my HBO Max keeps sending me to a different series. So
see, you was good.
You gotta jump on that screen before
she told me she was good at catching it when House of Dragon, she was catching it.
So to be fair, for Lanterns, I fell asleep when I did my first watch, and I woke up and Watchmen was on. And I said, damn, I haven't seen this in a while. And then I said, Paul is in this from Interview with the Vampire. And I said, well, let me start. He's a father that was in the Tulsa episode, the first episode. I had no idea.
Oh, I know. I thought you were talking about, you said Paul. So my mind went to the dad from Derry. And that's not his name at all, though. But he's in there
Interview
too.
with the Vampire.
Yeah, I didn't want to pay attention to that. I was just like, my mind went straight to that. But the dude, I think Lindelof, he wrote Watchmen, and he wrote this too. So
wrote Lanterns?
Yeah.
Man, boy, I love me some good writers. Shout out to those with the fire pens.
So the person that wrote Ozark, which of course, have you seen? Did you know that, like, Wendy in this series?
Wendy in this series
from Ozarks.
I remember Wendy from Ozark. I wanted her to catch a bullet every season.
I know she's in here. I think she's one of the Guardians. So
really, the actress?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah. So that's where that little connection will come from. The guy that wrote Ozark is he one of the writers too? Like let me say the creators of it is the guy from Ozark, the guy from The Watchmen, and I think the guy that did The Watchmen. I think he also did Lost as well. And of course, you got Tom King. He's one of the biggest writers with the Green Lantern comics. So
okay. Hopefully Wendy's not very annoying in this, like she was in Ozark.
it shall be interesting to see.
They had her giving mouth in the first episode. Spoiler alert. But
I appreciated it.
You ain't see her doing that. She was just going, I guess, gave you imagination of what it would have been like. But it was an old dude. Anyway, back to Lanterns. We not on that. But gentlemen, was there anything else y'all wanted to add before we close this out?
I think that's all that I had, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely fun, a fun watch, and I'm loving the connective tissue that's there with the broader DC universe. But again, like I said at the top of this episode, I absolutely love that Lantern fans, are the Green Lantern enjoyers are getting something that's, whether every decision is fully agreed on or not. This is a great way to bring back Green Lantern into the spotlight between Superman, this, and then next year's Man of Tomorrow, which Jon Stewart's already confirmed to be a part of that. It's wonderful time to be a Green Lantern fan, regardless of how you look at it.
Yeah. And I also saw a report today that I don't think this is 100% confirmed, but I did see they're already starting to write season 2. But
storyboarding it.
But I have trust issues when it comes to good shows getting second seasons. So I will only fully know for sure we get a second season when I see the trailer for season 2. That's where I'm at. And there's a reason why I got here. Because even if you tell me, we're going to renew it for season 2, you can come back 2 months later and say, actually, no, we're going to cancel it. But, I'm not jaded or anything. But Dave, thank you so much for joining us in this conversation. It was definitely good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
For anybody in the comments listening, y'all let us know what your thoughts of the first 2 episodes. Drop it in the comments. Get on in the conversation. Also, please be sure to check out our upcoming episodes that we have, because we're definitely going to be dropping every week. And by the time this drops, we would have dropped our episode 220 for End of Oak Street. But yeah, we're just getting to it. But this is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I am Jason.
And until next time, y'all let y'all lanterns shine bright. Gang, gang.